Hey cosplayers, have you been super nervous about adding lights to your cosplay and don't know really where to start? In today's video, we're going to show you how you can easily get started adding lights to your cosplay. Stay tuned. If you're new to the channel here at Cosplay Apprentice, we believe that anybody can cosplay regardless of skill level, and we're all about providing you with the tutorials, materials, and tools you need to be able to cosplay like a boss and really get started with your cosplay. So if you're new, please consider hitting that subscribe button and that bell notification and joining us, because we have lots more videos just like this that help you cosplay like a boss. All right, I'm excited about this video. This is how I dipped my foot into actually starting to use lights in my cosplay, and it's been a great stepping stone to move forward, and I want to share it with you guys today. One super easy way is using what's called EL lights. So there's EL strips like this, there's EL wire, there's also comes in sheets and different things like that. So this stuff's really cool because let me kick it on here and show you what this looks like. So you can get it, it comes with a power supply with your batteries and everything built into it, and a switch already built in, so you don't have to worry about soldering on a switch into your thing and figuring out what the, all the stuff with voltage and what the lights can take and what they can't take, and if you got the right battery case. So you can buy these with power supplies that come with them with batteries. And let me show you. So with EL lights, you can see that it lights up. It's not super bright, but it is cool because it comes in strips and things like that, and or sheets. And so this works great if you have some little bit on a gauntlet or something like that that just kind of lights up and you just have a little section. It's already well diffused. You don't have to worry about adding diffusion or anything else like that. But one of the downsides is it's not super bright, and I don't know if you guys can hear that. No, you probably can. It has a little bit of a whine to the lights, but this is a great way to get started. EL lights, EL wire. So for example, here in my Voltron helmet, this has just EL wire. I probably should have done something more like this strip, but this was the first time I added lights into a cosplay or into a build. And let me show you. So what I did, and what I would recommend doing, is without having to worry about soldering things together and all that stuff, just get yourself one strip. A lot of times you can cut these down to the length that you need and different things. And then just run that whole thing right where you need it, and then hide your battery pack somewhere. So that's what I did in this helmet here. So with the EL wire, I don't know if you can see it once again in these harsher lights here. It's hard to see, but this is lighting up right here. And basically what I did is I just took the EL wire and ran it in through the back here, looped it around, looped it back on itself, around here, looped it back on itself, and then came back out here to plug into this. So it's just all one strip. I didn't need to split it up or try to worry about attaching different sections or anything like that. So that's a great way to get started. Just get something that already has a battery pack, already can just has the power that you need, the right connectors, the right voltage, everything like that, and you can just light up one section and just practice with that. Or if you're like have the strip and you're lighting up something on a blade or whatever like that, but just do it with one section at a time, just to begin with on something small. So these type of things, EL wire, EL strips and that kind of stuff work great, but like I said, they're not super bright, and so if you're wanting it to really stand out at a convention or something like that, you might want to jump up to LEDs, and that's where you're going to have something that's a little bit brighter. Now you can get them in this strip lighting, which makes it super easy to be able to use, and they have sections every so often where you can just clip it and it won't affect it, so you can just take it as long as you actually need it for your build. And depending on how advanced you get, you can get them in just the color that you need, so it's nice and simple. Or they have ones that have like these little boxes and a little IR beam, and they have multiple color control and that kind of stuff. It's getting a little bit more intense, but you can see that if you are wanting to be able to switch the color up and things like that without having to make it too complicated, you can easily do so. It usually comes with a remote or something like this, and then this is your little remote control. So I just powered it on there. You can switch between the different colors and that kind of thing, and it has a bunch of different options. If you need it to do something like a flash, it can sit there and flash like that, or you can have it do, you know, fades, and it'll just fade between different colors and that kind of thing. But simpler the better. You can just get these. Now you can see how much brighter these actually are compared to the, you know, EL stuff. And so this is super handy. But with this, you can see the lights are so far spread apart. To try to get the same kind of diffusion you would get for an EL strip or an EL wire type of thing, you're going to need to provide some diffusion, and that happens by increasing the distance away from the surface that you have with the LED light, and having some kind of like opaque, you know, something semi-transparent like your plastic, sand it down really rough or something like that, and so that it diffuses that light and kind of spreads it evenly, so you're not seeing those hot spots as much. Something else that you can use for diffusion is like this packing foam. It's a super thin stuff that comes on and wrapped around things and packages and stuff like that. And what you can do as well to help diffuse your LEDs is you can kind of wrap something like this around it a couple times, and that'll help to start the diffusion, so that you can, you know, help you, so you can see already the further I pull this away, the more it's going to kind of diffuse that versus the closer it is. But you wrap this around a couple times and it's going to start to diffuse that light better for you. So kind of that's some of the tricks for diffusing that light. You want to have a surface, a plastic or something else that's going to go over the top of it to help diffuse that. Sand it up, make it nice and rough so that it scatters the light. And then also too, even in addition to that, underneath you can add a layer of that above it or wrap it around it to be able to help kind of diffuse that light. In order to have it look like a nice even glow underneath. That's just a couple tips on working with simple lights that you can add to your cosplay. So once again, the basic idea is you can get something that has the power supply all ready to go with batteries and that kind of thing, and try to leverage it with just using a strip or just a piece in one section, and start with that. And then once you feel comfortable with that, then you can start to move up to, you know, starting to maybe break up the LED strip and just, you know, connect a couple pieces, soldering them together or something like that, like you can see inside of here. And you can use our video on soldering easy button that will help you to be able to connect those leads nice and easy without having to have too much complication as well. But anyway, hopefully this video was helpful for you, just to kind of give you an idea. Start simple. It's not as hard as you think it is. Just dive in and try it. If you have questions, let me know in the comments below, or feel free to reach out on Instagram. And if you guys like this video, please give it a like, share it with a friend, and I'll catch you in the next one. Cosplay on, my friends.